The lake had been frozen solid for months. That's what everyone said. In northern Minnesota, winter doesn't come gently. It crushes everything under snow and ice until even sound feels trapped. Lake Irene was a sheet of white glass, thick enough for trucks, snowmobiles, ice shacks, and dozens of fishermen. That morning, 5 of us drove out just after sunrise. We were laughing, talking about football, complaining about how cold it was. None of us were worried. The ice was over 2 feet thick. We'd drilled holes before, we'd parked on it before. We'd trusted it our whole lives. I stepped out of the truck first. That was the moment the lake made a sound I'd never heard before. Not a crack, not a pop, a deep rolling groan, like the earth was shifting underneath us. Then the ice gave way. 1 second I was standing in the snow. The next, the world disappeared. The ice didn't break in a clean hole. It shattered in jagged plates, and I fell straight through them like a trapdoor opening beneath my feet. The water stole my breath instantly. It wasn't cold, it was violent. My body seized, my lungs convulsed. Every nerve in my skin screamed at once as black water swallowed me. I tried to scream. Nothing came out. I kicked and clawed upward, smashing into ice, hard. The hole I fell through had already shifted. Ice slabs slid over it like closing jaws. Light vanished. All I could see was cloudy blue ice above me. Thick, endless, and unbroken. I was under a frozen lake, and I had maybe 30 seconds of air. I thrashed in every direction, slamming my shoulders and fists into the ice above me, but it didn't move. My gloves tore open, my knuckles scraped raw. I couldn't tell which way was up anymore. Everything looked the same. Blue, white, endless. The cold crushed my chest. My breath came in short, painful gasps that burned my lungs. Panic took over. I spun in circles, searching for the hole, but it was gone, sealed by floating ice plates. I was in a dark, freezing maze with no exit. My vision started to blur. That's when I noticed something strange. Tiny bubbles were drifting upward. I followed them. The bubbles led me sideways, not up, to a dark hollow beneath a thick ridge of ice. An air pocket. I broke the surface inside it and sucked in a breath so hard it hurt my throat. The air tasted metallic and wet, but it was air. I clung there, trembling, half submerged in freezing water, staring into a cave of ice above me. I was still under the lake. The air pocket was maybe 2 feet wide, not enough to escape, just enough to delay dying. I screamed. The sound echoed strangely through the ice, dull and muffled, like shouting inside a coffin. I screamed again. No answer. I don't know how long I stayed there. Minutes felt like hours. Hours felt like days. My legs went numb first, then my arms. Ice crystals formed in my beard and eyelashes. Every time I dipped back into the water to search for another air pocket, it felt harder to move. I found 3 more pockets, each one smaller than the last. The darkness between them was endless and cold. At one point, I thought I saw a shadow moving in the water beside me. I knew it wasn't real. But when you're trapped under ice, your brain starts inventing things, voices, shapes, movement, anything to distract you from the fact that you're already buried. Through the ice above me, I could see faint flickers of light. Search teams, flashlights, rescue workers. I banged on the ice as hard as I could. They didn't look down. The ice was too thick, the snow too heavy, the lake too wide. The lights moved farther away, then they disappeared. That's when I knew. They thought I was dead. My hands stopped working. I tried to clench my fists and couldn't. I tried to kick and felt nothing. The cold had shut my body down. I floated there, half submerged in black water, staring at frozen ceilings, breathing air that was slowly running out. I began to feel warm. That's when you're close to dying from hypothermia. I almost let go. Then I remembered something. Something a diving instructor once told me. Bubbles always lead to air. I let my last breath out and followed the bubbles. I swam blindly through the dark. My chest burned, my vision narrowed. The bubbles drifted toward a thin, pale patch in the ice above me. I hit it with everything I had left, once, twice, 3 times. The ice cracked, water rushed in. I hit it again. Light exploded above me as the ice shattered open. Cold air slammed into my lungs. Hands grabbed me, strong, rough, real. They dragged me out of the water and onto the ice. I didn't stop screaming for a full minute. I survived. Barely. I lost 2 fingers to frostbite. I spent weeks in the hospital. But the worst part didn't come from the cold. At night I still hear it, the deep groan of ice shifting, the muffled silence, the way the lake closed over me like I was never there at all. Sometimes I wake up convinced I'm still under it, waiting for air that's already gone.